This isn't this a great honor to have our friend Ryan here, Angelica?
Yes, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, and hello to everyone who is catching us either live on LinkedIn or on YouTube. Or if you're indeed watching us on replay, we are here with our friend Ryan Osborne, and we are showing up here on behalf of our group, Anchored in Love, which we're all members of, and we have great fun, and we have strengthened our friendships in that group. So today we want to highlight what Ryan does. And Ryan shows up as a support to everyone, and he talks about some really deep subjects. He brings some really deep wisdom to the surface. So today I want to dig around that, Ryan. Where did that wisdom come from, first of all? And welcome to today's call. I'm looking forward to hearing more about what you do and how you inspire people.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here with yourself and Angelica once again.
It's really an honor to have you here. So tell me, where did that entrepreneurial spirit start in you? When did you first become aware that you are willing and able to help others?
So my entrepreneurial journey, it really started back in November 2004. I'll give you the exact date, 27th of November 2004. But if we scroll back a few months, I was doing my GCSEs at the time, and we're about to leave year 11. And for those of you who have ever been like year 11, so that's basically like the next stage up to high school or to the next level in your educational career. I was at a crossroads of what I wanted to do. And so there was a particular day when me and a friend of mine, we were leaving school, and then we saw this guy. He got off the bus, and he asked us where our school was. So we showed him where it was, and we went on our way. And then the very next day, when we went into school with another friend of ours, we met the same guy, and he said to us he was the work experience coordinator for our school. So I looked at my other friend, and I was like, what is going on? What are the chances that we'd meet him again today in our school? And so there was a particular day towards the end of our tenure at the school, and one of the questions he asked was, what do you really want to do? And that kind of stumped me, because I had no idea. So I said what I wanted to do. And then my other two friends said what they wanted to do. And then the thing he said is that, why don't you start your own business? And that kind of left me speechless, because I'm 16. I don't know how to set up a business, but I did know that I wanted to be successful in my life too. So what we did is we actually set up a business from scratch. So that was done with no investment, none of all the other things you need to run a business, but just passion, people who've got a vision as well.
Yes.
People who are willing to work and willing to work hard. So I think from that very day, it gave me that entrepreneurial spirit, that through my business, I can help others do the same, and get them onto a platform where they can showcase their own skills to their own network.
Right.
today we are, well, in the next couple of days, we are approaching our 18th year anniversary, which I'm pretty excited about,
Significant. Yes.
pretty happy about.
Amazing. So, isn't it? It's quite a story, because people stumble across it in different ways, and they usually start a career in one field and then discover their passion. But to have discovered something like that at a relatively early age is just fascinating to hear that story. I want to know more. Tell us who you work with and what you help them with.
Okay, so who do I work with? Well, when our business started, like when it properly started, we worked with individuals who already had a vision in mind. So we worked with music artists, then we worked with business owners, then we worked with people who wrote books. And when it came to putting their work out there into the marketplace, they weren't sure how to do it themselves.
Yes.
So what we would do is we'll have a meeting with them and we'll discuss a particular package. So we'll do their branding for them, we'll do their marketing for them, we'll help them to put on events as well. And the other thing is that we would help them to bring in a crowd of people to their event and to help them network with them in the not so distant future too. And so over the past couple of years, we've helped a ton of people, launch their own book launch. We've helped music artists. They're now flying away, and we've also worked with some very big stars as well. So Public Enemy's just one. We've worked with them we've worked with them too. And we also did an event, managed an event
Right.
at Proxy in East London. But that was pretty big. That was pretty big. And now my our services has kind of changed now. Same package, branding, marketing, accountability, and giving them a platform. We now work with online marketers, entrepreneurs, and consultants as well. So we can help them scale their business to the next level itself. And the main thing that we do is we provide accountability for these people. So if they have a goal in mind and they kind of know where they want to be, but along the way they somehow kind of stop or they get stuck. We are those people, that sounding board, if you guess. They can have a talk to us about, this is what I think you should do.
Yes.
And then we go and do it, and then we come back, review it, rejig, and keep on running to where they need to be.
Wow. It's so wonderful to hear such clear vision. And that's a big, important thing that you bring to people who are at that crucial stage in their business when they need that help. It's so fascinating to hear that passion come out of someone. So where did the life wisdom come from, Brian? Is the life wisdom something that, because you're so compassionate, you have, when we discuss things inside our community, as you know, we don't always talk just business. In fact, most of the time we talk about connection, human connection, heart to heart. Where did that side come from? How did you nurture that? Was that always a strong point? Or is that something that you turned into your strength?
I wouldn't say it was something that I had planned to fall into in that sense.
Mm.
So, you know, people who go to do studying and they're
Right.
already in that particular part.
Mhm.
But I think it really came when I was young. I
Mhm.
think I might have been around 17 at the time.
Mhm.
I may have told people this story already, but where my intuition story came from, where I began to notice I have a gift for intuition and knowing
Mm.
not to do something or knowing when to do something or
Yes. Yes.
literally knowing what people need as well.
Really interesting. I would like you to share that story again as well. Do you know why? Particularly because there are certain people who believe that intuition is only something that women have, that men don't have intuition. Where I really beg to differ there. I know many men who have very strong intuition. So please share this story with us. We want
Okay.
to hear it.
Okay, so it was July the 7th, 2005.
Mm.
The day before, I was in the office and England had just been awarded the rights to host the Olympics in 2012.
Yes.
So the very next morning, I had an interview to go to a college in Wimbledon.
Mm.
However, somewhat deep down, a voice spoke to me and said, "Ryan, don't go."
Mm.
Don't know where that came from. Like at that time, I never knew who it was. It was a voice, but
Yes.
all I knew is that I just should not go.
Mm.
So you know, I got up at about 8 o'clock, half 8. I looked at my phone, and I knew I was going to be late. So I said to Mum, I'm not going."
Mhm.
"Why not? I'm late. You know, if I don't want to get there late." So
Mhm.
she said, "Well, you can come with me to the shop, innit? We need to go, we need to go, we need to go, we need to go out." So that's what we decided to do. I think it was about 9 o'clock in the morning. I
Mhm.
got an alert on my phone that, well, what the media said is that there was, what do you call it? There was a technical failure at a few stations. So Liverpool Street, King's Cross, and Edgware Road at the time as well. So I looked at that and I didn't think anything of it
Right.
at that particular time. So me and my mum left the house. Now where we live, like
Mhm.
it's always busy in the morning. So people are going to school, they're selling their fruit and veg, people
Mhm.
are going shopping, and yeah, people are in the cafe as well.
Mhm.
However, on this particular day, the area was so quiet. There was nobody out. Like literally, there was nobody out. No, I know it was not a Sunday. It wasn't a Sunday because just was it was a weekday, high,
Mhm.
high or peak hour as well.
Mhm.
And then we looked and we thought, there's something weird going on.
Mhm.
Normally people are out, but
Yes.
no, nobody's out. So we thought, okay, didn't think anything of it at that time too.
Mhm.
So we got to the end of our road. Now, if you've been to Edgware Road or you've been to Paddington or that kind
Mhm.
of area,
Mhm.
you know how busy that gets on a
Yes.
on a rush hour, let's say.
Yes.
Cars going that way, people getting on the train and all of that stuff.
Mhm.
And so we got to the end of the road and we looked to our left, and what we saw you could only described as something of a horror story itself.
Mm.
So there were people crying, there were people running, there were people on the floor.
Mm.
There was a lot of police. They were trying to, you know, tell people to go a certain way.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was a lot of ambulances as well. Up above us, there were helicopters too. And I said to Mum, "What has happened?
Mm.
What is going on?"
Mhm.
So we carried on a bit further, and then the police stopped us and said, where are you going?" "Oh, we're only going across the road. Let us go that way." "No, you can't go that way. You gotta do a divert." And so we did. and we thought something has happened, but
Right.
we didn't know what.
What?
And so on our way back, we happened to stop by a TV shop, and on the news it said that there was a terrorist attack at Edgware Road, Aldgate East, and in King's Cross as well. And there was a fourth bomb that went off in King's Cross on one of the buses.
Yes.
In King's Cross. And at that particular moment, I looked up to the sky and I asked why. And then it was at that particular moment, that's when you could say my journey of intuition started, in a sense, because if I hadn't have listened to my intuition at that point, if I hadn't have listened to my gut feeling at that point, who knows what would have happened that day.
Yep, you could have been in one of those stations, in one of those places. Wow.
Yeah. So for me, it was a thing of always listen to your gut feeling. You might not know why you're being told something, or you may not know what's going to happen, but it's telling you for a reason, and it's almost protecting you in a reason as well.
And I would like to say that you realize who you are, and doesn't matter what will happen next or what you will be. Doesn't matter the role of your opposition on your job, but you realize that from that moment really who you are.
It's so beautiful when that strength comes from within. At the particular moment in life when we are ready, it doesn't matter. The age doesn't matter. For you, happen when you were that young. For some people happens later in life, that waking up moment. But it's so nice when we don't ignore it, when we recognize it, and because it does enhance our life, and with enhancing our own life, it enhances life of everyone we serve, everyone who is part of our life too. What a beautiful story, Ryan. Thank you for sharing that. And we really have to honor those moments in life, because they show us who we are, like you said, Angelica, right? They sometimes remind us of who we are, rather than there isn't, sometimes you get this distinct feeling there isn't something that you have to make happen and become, but rather realize what is there already within you. Really wonderful. Ryan, I just want to end this conversation just by asking you what is the best way for people to directly get in touch with you and find out more about what you do, and if you would share those links with us in the comments of this live, please, so that we have them there.
Absolutely. So one of the ways you can contact me is through LinkedIn. So my LinkedIn profile name is Ryan Osborne 88. Or you can find me on Facebook. My Facebook name is Ryan Osborne. Yeah, you can't.
We will put links, so just to cut that search through, because it could be few people by the same name. I know my name is not that original. There is quite a few of us, but it's nice when we put the link there. Thank you for taking time to be with us. I could spend hours talking with you, listening to you, asking you these deep, probing questions. We're so grateful that we were able today to shine this spotlight on you, because you are a valuable member of our community. We love every conversation with you, and we love and honor our friendship as well. Thank you for being here. And I wish you and everyone who's watching a wonderful rest of your week. Take care.
Bye.
Take care, guys.